Pockets, if you could confirm it comes back up, that would be great.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
We got a first ban Genji coming out from Lightly Salted, followed by a white main ban from that side. We got a Hanzo ban on Revolt White side. Pockets, we good on the stream, my man?
It is restarting as we speak.
Woot woot! And again, I'll give it a second to catch up. But we do have the VOD. We will have the whole recording uploaded to YouTube, so we won't miss anything like that. But we definitely wanted to make sure that delay was enabled because we didn't want to play. No one would do this on purpose, but we don't want anybody to see their drafts. We have an Asmodon ban on the left-hand side. Pretty common ban on this map, I think. So we got a first pick coming out. What do you think? Now, you and I have both studied these teams really, really well. So what do you think is coming to come out?
The stream is not turning back on, my friend.
That it should be.
It's not back on for me, but it may be because of the delay. So we may have to wait till the delay kicks in. But yes, we have looked at both of these teams quite extensively. I do like seeing that Joanna early pickup, though, keeping with that priority that team does enjoy.
Yeah, we'll give this just another 30 seconds or so to catch back up. It might be the delay. Actually, I can tell you it's the delay. The delay is in 15 seconds it'll start. So it does that. If you do OBS and you enable a delay and then turn it on, it actually does delay. It's pretty cool, which makes sense because it has no video to output. But anyway, back to the match. No more nerding out. So we do have a first pick, Johanna on the side of Cursed Hollow. Might seem a strange first pick on this map, but she is a solid tank. It is actually Delta's comfort pick, Johanna. They play Johanna quite a bit with relatively good success. Plus, I think she's really becoming a higher priority in the meta. I mean, just checking over the stats overall of the heroes, I've seen Diablo drop in priority, and he was, at least first pick phase, before the second ban phase. We got a Jane on the left-hand side from Revolt White. What do you think about that Ural and Junkrat, Pockets?
That is actually one thing I wanted to talk about. Lightly Salted has banned Ural, or had Ural banned in almost every single game that they played. So I am really surprised to see them pulling it out here.
Yep, that is very true.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like a 70% ban rate on this side of Lightly Salted.
We got a Deckard ban from Lightly Salted, Malfurion ban on Cursed. Malfurion's another one that's been was in the meta for a long time and then kind of hopped out with the ice block change, and I still like him.
He is still pretty strong. You just gotta play so much safer.
All right, we got the classic Phoenix ban on this map. Very, very good, combined with Jaina slows, Muradin slows, and Stukov slows. There's the Tyrande. There's the Tyrande. I'd like to see some good damage come out. Something bursty, something mean in this last pick.
Yeah, at the moment they've really only got poke with that Junkrat, so I feel like they need either something that can either be a finisher or a nice solid burst.
Well, that'll do it.
Which Ming does do.
That will do it. Ming also another great pick on this map. A lot of orbs from a lot of different directions. They're gonna need a solo laner here. Blaze is still open. The Zagara Pockets. We did research on this team, Revolt White. Tell me about their Zagara.
Their Zagara is actually one of their highest win-rated heroes. So, seeing it come out here, especially versus Ural, it may pay off for them.
And we've seen the Ural Zagara matchup. I mean, Ural doesn't totally lose the lane, but she doesn't really win the lane as long as the Zagara can play back. So,
yeah.
I'm stoked about this draft. I think both drafted well. And a lot of people don't play against Zagara, so, especially in a competitive environment, because she's not really picked. So hopefully Lightly Salted can, pull from their Hero League experience and that solo laning Zag that just won't seem to go away, no matter what you do, right?
I have to say, though, the side of Revolt White winning the icon synergy here.
Yes, slow clap. For Revolt White. Slow clap.
We're sorry, it's not slightly salted, lightly salted. but they
It's
do
kind of the
get
same thing,
one
though. Get it?
yeah,
Terrible joke. Terrible joke.
terrible joke.
I
Leave it at that.
apologize to everybody for my awful jokes. It's just taking a second to load up. Not used to.
So what do you think about the team comps at the moment? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think both are. I give it to Lightly Salted. I think their comp is easier to execute. I think it's a more normal draft. I think that Ural is Ural. I love Ural. We've seen Tyrande last night's stream. Tyrande doing super well. And so I think their comp is easier to execute. I think that Junkrat's going to be hard to get to. Murden is their only front line. I mean, they have a lot of damage. Jaina Phoenix, and of course that pairing with Phoenix's ult, but the Zagara. I worry about the Zagara because of the team fight. So
I have to agree with that.
on the right hand side, let me spit this out real quick. Right hand side, we have Resonance on Tyrande, Wafflecopter on Junkrat, Arch Valley on Ural, Delta on Johanna, and Absolute Yoda on the Ming.
And on the left-hand side, starting with the solo lane, we're going to have Nuck on the Zagara. We're going to have Wildfire on Phoenix, Curly on Stukov, Jaina on 2B squared on Jaina, and Ultian, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name right again, will be on Murder.
So there's just kind of an interesting rotation, even just coming out. Nuck on the Zagara started to go bot, and then came back for the team fight mid, and then the Ural actually rotated all the way up, and they're going to be ahead and soak, because let's check. If that Zagara doesn't get there, I mean, probably lose 2-3 minions.
Yeah, and they completely missed out on all soak bot.
Yep. So we got Junkrat down here, and this whole wave is actually crashing. For those out there, the soak game is unbelievably important. You see a rotation from Jaina and Murden here. I did the math because I'm a super geek. It's like 2,500 experience points to get to each level, especially in this early game. So even a missed wave at 50 experience points is 250. That's 10% of your level you didn't get. And in a game where a talent tier changes the match, it adds up.
Oh, is this an early Junkrat death?
Dude, let's go check. Ooh, Waffle is playing it. Oh, well done.
I feel like that's such a missed opportunity on the side of Revolt White.
Maybe that Stukov should have stepped up and been taking some of them tower shots. I think we got some action going on here. Phoenix in some trouble. Should be. Whoa! Yeah, don't want to take Li Ming ores, especially with your shield down. See, they got him. 2B squared with the pickup kill. And see, now I like what 2B squared is doing here. As long as she doesn't drop her W, she's going for the globe here because she needs it for her quest, I'm sure. She's not really... Oh, never mind. It might actually have been better not to kill the minions there because then more minions die and then Junkrat doesn't get to soak them. I don't think it's going to matter because I think they're going to crash. But sometimes letting the minions die is the better... or kill themselves is the better play.
I have to agree. We have on the side of Revolt White, we have them already going for their siege camps. So they're making sure to keep that map presence going in their favor with this next tribute coming up very shortly.
A very good call. And the timing on it was great. So as the objective spawns, it'll be pushing that top lane. But it actually seems that Ural Zagara is going to stay in that lane, so I don't know how much value that siege camp's going to get. Because Ural probably won't go down. Maybe she will. We'll see what the call is there. All right, Johanna going in. We got the Ring of Frost already out. Johanna just doing Johanna things.
Yep, being that meat shield she was meant to.
Tyranda's in trouble. Murden's on Tyrande. He'll back out as his health gets low. Jumps to get a slow on the Johanna. Gets stunned. Should be able to walk out. And the Murden is not on third win, so it will take him a second to get back in the fight. Both teams pretty low. Both people tapping well. Ooh, Li Ming in a bush. Johanna going in, stopping the silence from the Stukov. Did we get the Jaina? How do you think this is going to go, Pockets?
Well, on the side of Slightly Salted, they have such a good poke.
Oh, look at that
Look, we're
Tyrannus
seeing his
stun.
payoff right here.
Yep. And that Tyrannus, that was legit. Oh, you're gonna get out, Phoenix?
Phoenix?
Maybe? Does he juke it? He jukes it.
He made it out.
Lightly Salted goes and picks up that tribute in rather a commanding fashion, I think. A lot of poke, but we do see the Zagara, I would say, totally dominating the lane. It seems pretty close even though the little damage on the front wall here. Now,
Zagara,
Pockets, you're a Euro player. What does Euro do here?
honestly, her best bet would probably be to wait till the level 7, which she does have. I'm surprised to see that she didn't go into the quick mount, though. That way she could actually get in close and just really get that damage in on the Zagara, especially with how greedy the Zagara is playing.
Yeah, she's playing really far forward. I'd almost like to see that Euro play a lot more aggressive, like you were saying, you know?
That is one of Euro's strong points, is being able to abuse any kind of greed.
So you see both teams still fighting, about 6 seconds left. Let's see what Junkrat and Jaina got going on. Jaina getting chunked out. Hopefully she's got well. If not, she's going to be going low into this team fight. Bird in a bush, stopping the Junkrat rotation. Doing about half his life. That's not insignificant. Ooh, Jaina's
Jaina.
low. If that Johanna goes for that Jaina, he might get him. No, they backed out there. Bird and super low, but he'll be back in that fight. Do you think they can poke that capture there?
I don't think so.
Oh, Burden! Does he pay for it though? He's running back. He's paying for this. But look here. Oh, they came back in time.
Revolt White is going to have to find some kind of way of dealing with its extremely effective poke damage that we see on Lightly Salted.
Yeah. Yeah, Zagara. Does Zagara go the talent, the serrated spines? She did not. Oh, she did. Now, this Zagara is just hitting this Ural again and again and again and again and again. The problem is that Zagara went serrated spines and now has 87 stacks. So, do you remember, Pockets, when I said I was worried about the team fight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about the team fight for them anymore. That Zagara is going to hit like a truck.
I actually like the combination with the Bile Drop as well. This is just going to make her be able to become extremely bursty, especially once it gets into the later game.
Agreed. We got Starfall on Tyrande, Riptire on the Junkrat, Blessed Shield on Johanna, and Li Ming hasn't picked yet. I think that Revolt White needs to... This is a tough situation because you have a choice to go in and possibly die or give up the tribute. They're opting to give it up. All right, team is cursed. We got Junkrat already poking down in the middle. Ural all the way in. There she goes.
Yeah, Tyrande coming in for the flank. This may be a dead Zagara.
She probably should have ran out her gate there. That is a... Yeah, Merton. Oh, wow. Oh, wow!
Wow!
Holy smokes! Merton! Holy smokes, bro! Haymakered the guy out, saved the Zagara, and picked up the kill. Holy moly. Well done. That's play of the game right there. We got Wafflecopter putting pressure on this Stukov. Curly's actually the team captain for Revolt White. You see the bottom fort did go down. No well, so those bottom tributes. Ooh, really low. Johanna goes down. See the junk tire. Ooh. Oh! Ow.
A slightly salted tear rolled down my cheek this day.
Yeah. It's minions
My
crashing
awful
in mid.
pun.
Yeah. I do like this Murden really prioritizing coming down and getting this soak. Super important here.
They do need to do something about that bottom lane. The towers are taking a lot of damage. They may lose one, which is going to be a lot of experience going into the hands of Lightly Salted.
Agreed. You see
Save the tower.
Lightly Salted does lose top fort. But you see a boss call.
I like this call. They seen everybody up top, so they found an advantage to make up for the fort that they just lost. If they rotate fast enough, they may be able to contest the other side, but that's undecided at the moment.
Yep, they are on boss. The Murden did sneak it out. The Ring of Frost goes out, catches the Li Ming. Haymaker him out. Curly gets blasted out. We got the Planet Breaker out. Oh, Ming, does Ming pop off?
Phoenix and Murden both drop.
And they're still going in for more. Euros puts a slow on everybody. Disintegrate comes out. 2 square goes down. Still chasing. This is your kind of Euro play here.
Extremely aggressive. This is one of the reasons why I love Euro so much.
You see the Zagar running away very quickly. I don't think she gets out here, Pockets.
I do not either.
I do not think she goes out. Very nice here. We got Li Ming in the middle, just soaking up. We should probably get that wave real quick. Stukov going up top to catch Soak.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
That boss did end up going out to Revolt White and did about half tower damage, not tower, fort damage.
It was still a pretty early boss, so its damage output isn't going to be as high as it could be, but I do like this call on Slightly Salted if they could have got it before Revolt White made it back into the fight.
Absolutely. Now it is 14 to 12, talent tier over to Lightly Salted. Usually you don't want to fight a talent tier down.
This may be another dead Jaina.
Yep, she is a dead Jaina. Big fight. Riptire comes out. Disintegrate goes out. Another member of Revolt White drops. Nuk taking that full of the face. Chasing down the Murden. That Ural. Stukov, great peel. Li Ming picks up the tribute. Stun goes out. Zagara gets out.
Are they going to make a third attempt for the boss?
Maybe. I mean, they did. They got Junkrat catching the soak. I would have probably rotated immediately to boss. Right there. They actually are on boss. I'm actually having something wrong with my UI here. I can't see everybody on the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
Joanna left the game.
There we go. How do you pause it?
I just paused
There's the
it
pause.
now.
Okay. All right. Wonder what's going on there. We are going to come back to us real quick. So, Pockets, what's going on in this game? How does Revolt White get back into it?
One thing that they're going to have to do is try to make up on that XP that they are losing out on. So I would like to see them maybe try for a bush gank going into this next tribute phase, since it is on their side of the map. And with the Zagara creep that is covering off some of these pathways.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Being able to get an early pick on Tyrande, Li Ming, or even Junkrat could be extremely beneficial.
Now it does look like they're going to end up capping boss here. It doesn't, we got Phoenix in bottom lane. Real quick, do you know the shortcut to set it back to observer view?
I do not.
We are learning these shortcuts as we go. Again, some fun comments in team chat while we wait for the Johanna has disconnected Delta, and which I don't know if he's a guy or girl, but now they're talking about potatoes in chat. Super fun.
Listen,
if anybody in chat does know the shortcut to get back into observer mode where we can see everybody, that would be super helpful. We'll look it up after this game. I promise you that. So Lightly Salted gets the boss here. It's going to be pushing on that top lane. They do have full wall there. Okay, everyone's ready. We're going to take you back into the game. I think everyone's good to go, Pockets. There we go. All right.
Welcome back.
We are back. And now we see the finish up of the boss top lane. Phoenix is down here clearing. You do see the rotation from the whole team going up. And it does look like they're actually going to push with the boss, which I think is a good call. I mean, they could even give up this tribute and go for the keep.
It looks like that may be what they're doing. They are going up there with that 5-man stack. Plus, Revolt White hasn't even got a single tribute yet, so they have no risk of this turning around on them.
And you do see the Zagara in the bottom lane, and now she is on Nidus Network. We got Disintegrate going out. They're trying to get as much damage as they can. Ring of Frost is out. I think whiffs there, gets just the one. Oh, Jaina! Ooh. That's a big kill. They got to be careful here. They could actually lose the game if that Li Ming pops off. Another one down. We got the slow. Curly peeling a little bit, knocking Ural into the other keep. And it's Ural doing Ural. Oh, my gosh. Pockets, what do you think about a GG here? I don't think they're going to get the bird.
Maybe GG. I feel like Zagara should have came back a little bit sooner. Tribute,
she's just now coming back now.
I don't feel should have been that high of a priority.
Yeah, this might be a keep. We do have 3 up, Jane up, big damage there. Murden taking some damage. 94%, 92%. I don't know if they get this here, man.
They're pulling out. That does look to be a smart call. They have 4 people up now, so they can mount some kind of defense.
And they really are in no rush, because 17 to 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have the XP advantage, the level advantage, and towers. Plus, now they also have those catapults going up top. The next tribute is at the very bottom of the map. This may be a free tribute.
Fortunately for Revolt, I think Revolt's got to be super careful. I mean, legitimately, they are within one bad team fight of losing the game. When you lose those keeps, it definitely makes it a different game. So we got Johanna in a bush here, anchoring. Oh, looks like they're going to go for a Zagara. I wonder if Zagara sees it. Oh, she did. Of course she did. Oh, look at the Nidus body block. We do get the rotation from the Murden. Stormbolt goes out, does not connect. Some poke going out from Junkrat. Clearing mid. So, Pockets, your Revolt White. Do you take this fight? 18 to 15?
That's such a hard question because they are kind of forced into that position. I do think that they should wait till they get to level 16, so at least they'll be on the same talent tier.
We do have Riptire out. Sorry, they're going Lightly Salted's on the boss. Blessed Shield goes out. Johanna trying to slow everybody down. Tirana keeping the boss up. They fall. Ooh, no. Ural. Does Ural get out? Oh, of course she does.
I would have liked to see them focus their Ural. Ural's Argent Defender was still on cooldown there, so they may have been able to actually get the kill there.
Absolutely. We got Planet Breaker out. We do have Delta taking quite a bit of damage. Ring of Frost goes out. Tirana super low, brings everybody back up. We got Junkrat peeling. Doesn't look like... This might be not quite a full team map. They might still get that Murden.
Ooh, that was
and if they can get around that... Oh, Phoenix! Oh! Holy smokes.
That whole time, Slightly Salted's HP pool.
Oh, no, Junkrat, no! Does he live? I don't know if he lives. That may have been too aggressive. No, yeah. I don't think that's going to matter, though. Core is at 52%. Arch Valley taking some hits, I'm sure. Nope, it's actually Johanna. That is going to be a dead core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they actually still had boss coming up, too, and that boss was still super healthy.
Even if Revolt White would have been able to pull out ahead in that team fight, Lightly Salted only would have needed 1 tribute. A tribute, having a curse as Revolt White there, I don't know if they would have been able to come back from that.
Now let's check out a few of these stats. We do have a lot of damage coming out for the Junkrat. The Zagara actually did do the most teamfight damage. You know, I think it might be in a situation with only one front line against Johanna and Ural. Murden just couldn't make space for the team. You know what I mean? I mean, just based on these stats, it looks like Jaina can never step up and still died 6 times. You know, you got a big fat Ural jumping in your face. That's gonna.
Well, we have to look at it from the side of Lightly Salted as well. If you're a Jaina and your enemy team has a Junkrat, Li Ming, Ural, and a Johanna,
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, that's not a fun day to play Jaina. I'm setting up this next match here, creating the lobby. We are going to Sky Temple this match, and it was Lightly Salted's pick. I'm going to grab these guys and put them in. We got Curly, invite to game, who's the captain of Revolt White. And then we're going to pick up Waffle Copter. I love these names. Absolutely love these names. Let's move Waffle Copter over here. A lot of buttons to press. I guess we should invite Pockets too. What do you think?
I mean, that would personally make me feel included.
Invite to game. All right, I got to make sure everyone gets on the right side. So yeah, that was a rough match. I really, as a tank player, and as a Muradin player specifically, it's not always easy to keep. I mean, Johanna could just walk right by you, you know, and you only have the one Q, and then you just got your little dwarf body to make those body blocks for those peels. All right, so reset referee. What do you think they could have done different, Pockets?
Honestly, I feel like they needed a second tank.
Yeah.
The Zagara, yes, while it may be a comfort pick for them, I do feel like if they would have had a second tank who could have provided a little bit more support for the backline, I feel like maybe the course of that fight may have been a little bit different. They also just didn't have a way to deal with that poke.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds here. I think we got one guy on the wrong team. I'm trying to figure out who to switch him with. Resonance. This is correct. I think Resonance, sorry. I think Resonance is over there, right? Yeah, Resonance, Delta, Absolute Yoda, Waffle Copter. That's right. That's right. Okay, sorry. A lot of buttons to press. And after yesterday, I'm not going to remember to switch it over. So, Pockets, we're going into Sky Temple. What are your thoughts there?
Sky Temple is actually a map I haven't played too much recently. It feels like we don't really get brought there when we personally play it. But it is a very interesting map. Again, same with Cursed Hollow. I would like to see some kind of global play come into action.
Dahaka, Falstad. I'm pretty sure Lightly Salted Resonance has a Falstad player that he likes to play. Wait, need nuke. Again, these guys have amazing sportsmanship. They are laughing, they are joking in this pregame lobby. It's actually really neat to see. We're just waiting on a ready call from them. Sky Temple is actually struggle on this map. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm playing it wrong or I don't understand the map correctly, but it is actually one of my I don't want to say least favorite maps, but my probably poorest performance. I've tried Dahaka, I've tried so many things, so hopefully these two teams can teach me something about this map. All right, we got readies from both Curly and Rafflecopter, the captains of Revolt White and Lightly Salted. We're going to go ahead and start this game. There we go. You're mine now. I love the voice acting here. Into the draft. Not to say I'm terrible at this map. I have played it quite a bit. I do have something like 2,700 levels. I played a lot of everything on every map, to be honest. Dahaka is one of my favorites here. Anybody that can survive a fight, a prolonged fight, self-sustain. I love playing self-sustain on this map. I'm a tank player, so Muradin is usually... this is one of the maps I sometimes will go third wind on just for that sustainability. Because Muradin is one of the tougher ones to kill. Pockets, who's your favorite on this map?
On this map, to be honest, I actually really like seeing an Abathur.
Yeah, that is true. Abathur, especially with Mule, is super annoying to play with. We do see a white main ban. I should use words more. On the side of Revolt White. And actually, I don't think White Man's a character that we've seen from Lightly Salted based on their stats, at least not in NGS.
who knows? Maybe they have some other kind of information. Maybe Lightly Salted has been preparing it to bring it out in a future game.
Sure, maybe been practicing in Hero League, Team League, things like that, scrims. We see a Genji ban from Lightly Salted, very common ban. A Zeratul ban. We have not seen
Now,
a Zeratul ban yet, but makes you wonder.
yes, it does.
Makes you wonder if there's a Zeratul player on Lightly Salted that we don't have the stats for. We do see an Asmodean ban from Lightly Salted, very common ban. They're still joking around in the lobby. It's super funny. But Zeratul is really strong. I mean, you get him to 16, and I play a lot of Zeratul. I love those melee assassins that just get in there, because when I'm not playing tank, I still want to play melee. And I mean, you get to 16, and you win the game, depending on the picks of the other team. So Void Prison, especially, if you have a practice team with good synergy, which these teams should have, being NGS league players, it's a good wombo combo. Tyrande again. What do you think, Pockets? Tyrande again. Is someone going to be playing a lot of Tyrande on our team?
Probably not. After seeing from our game that we casted last night, after seeing that Tyrande and then the Tyrande from this game,
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to be pulling out my Tyrande for a while.
We're going to practice. The Zagara pickup on Sky Temple is pretty solid. Great map for Nidus Network. Tyrael. Looking at my notes, I actually didn't see Tyrael. That's interesting. That makes me wonder if there's going to be a gray main or usually see Tyrael in a dive comp. But the Diablo Tyrande, I don't know. You've been playing almost as long as I have. Do you remember the old Diablo Tyrande meta? Flip into a stun. Oh.
It still is viable if it can be pulled out properly. So I would love to see it, especially on this map. There are so many angles when you're fighting around the objective that you would be able to line up that Tyrande Diablo stun perfectly.
We do see a Deckard ban and then a Falstad ban. Falstad, great ban. We do have a Falstad player on Lightly Salted, and the Falstad global on this map can rotate to the Zagara. Zagara does not like to be rotated on when she's pushed up. That's how you beat Zagara. And it's actually interesting. They banned the Genji, and Genji's usually picked to counter Zagara just for that fast rotation. So one thing to mention about these teams too, Pockets, there's the Dahaka, great pick. They took the Gray Main from Revolt White, because Gray Main usually is paired with Tyrael. But one thing we noticed when we were looking at the stats of these teams is that Lightly Salted only has how many heroes played?
They only have 19 heroes played to Revolt White's 33. Also, one thing that I want to bring up until now, the healer on Lightly Salted has only played Lucio.
Yeah, we did notice that. I think 8 games at 75% win percentage. That's substantial for Lucio, who's not really played in the meta. But hey, if you like to drop the beat, apparently this guy gets it done. You see a Morales pickup. So we think Morales stim drone into Raynor. Hopefully Tyrael can keep him up. Might be able to.
I mean, yeah. To be honest,
Sank.
you still have that sanctified ground, so if they do dive the Raynor, which they have that Gray Main and Dahaka Diablo,
yeah,
Tyrael can keep him alive, stim drone, and they can use the Artanas to drop down the Silence Field.
Yeah.
I forget what the ultimate's actually called, but there is that combo that could work out here.
Yeah, but looking at Lightly Salted's draft, that is just a clean, simple, in-your-face, just solid draft.
That is a beautiful draft, I have to admit.
So, sometimes playing the simpler, it comes down to just who has a simpler draft to execute. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy Right Click. You right click. He's an easy character to get great stats on, which is why he's, does as well as he does, one of the reasons. But I think Revolt White picked a lot harder comp to execute. So What do you think? I mean, you were talking about the combo. Like, so Diablo Greymane goes in. Like, Tyrael pop Sank immediately?
Tyrael will have to drop Sank. I would love to see a Holy Ground here as well.
For the
Split
black
team.
peels, yeah. What were we saying? So split the team and do what?
Either split the team so you can easily pick off either the Diablo or the Greymane, or use it to cut off a retreat when you're moving in for a gank.
Hey, Pockets. I forgot to
Yes.
hit a button again.
Did you?
Only the score button.
Oh, okay.
So we did good.
That's a button we can forgive.
Yeah,
as long as we're actually seeing the gameplay right.
Yesterday was our first stream that we did, and we forgot to switch for the first 10 levels in the second game. So we're not going to make that mistake tonight. We do see Arch Valley, I believe, on the... I can't actually see. He's on the Diablo. Delta's on the Dahaka. Absolute Yoda on Kael'thas. Greymane on Wafflecopter, or vice versa. And what do we got over here?
On the Zagara, again, we have Nuk Nuk. Tyrael is going to be alt. I'm just going to use the short form. Artanis, 2B squared. Raynor is played by Wildfire, and Lieutenant Morale is played by Curly.
Now, what do you think of this beginning? You know, usually you see people fight over the eye, but we saw a pretty aggressive rotation from Revolt White going down the middle here. And I don't know maybe they're getting a well?
I mean, being able to pick off an early well, especially on this map, can be huge. Any map where you're constantly having to fight around an objective, being able to snipe your opposing team's well is always something you should aim for.
Absolutely. Not having 2 health bars is rough. Has Lightly Salted missed the soak in the top lane?
Ooh, Kael'thas swap. This may be Kael'thas.
Oh, Tyrann, it's just... Oh, so close.
That was extremely close. Good job on Resonance to keeping them both alive.
Yeah, they're trying to play super well there. What I'm concerned about is Lightly Salted does have minions crashing into the top here with Diablo ready to make sure that you miss more soak.
I do like what I see down bot right now from Revolt White.
This is what they were trying to do before. This is is this a cheese comp?
It may be. There used to be a strat on this map where you would see the Tyrael and the Morales combos.
Artanis goes down. Oh my gosh, is this Space Pirates? This is Space Pirates. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yes, Space Pirates. PDC Bruiser's pushing in the top lane. Now, I don't know the comp, where it came from, or exactly what it is. Usually, I know it does usually have Asmodon in it, but the Asmodon was banned. So what they do is they res, and they just push bot. They don't get anything else. They have to get a keep before level 10, I think is what it is. Or close to it. And then they just continue to, what you're going to see from Morales is actually the flying thing. What's it called? Dropship? Medevac, that's the one. You do see them.
To be honest though, if this was our strat from the get-go, I would have loved to see Zagara as a Sylvanas instead. I don't say that too often, but being able to shut down the forts and towers when you're doing this dive, I just feel like that would have been a much stronger combination in their comp.
You see Artanis positioning in the vision. Getting that vision is always great to have for that mid-fight. You do see Siege pushing bot. Zagara will clean that up, no problem. Pretty even fight down here, it seems, between Dahaka and Nuk Nuk. We got Diablo sitting on middle temple. Kael'thas clearing top. We got to rotate. See, they're going for that bottom fort. They don't care. You see Tyrande sniffing out the rotation. They're actually
this Tyrande may end up paying for it right here, though.
Oh, the God swap! She's going down.
Yep. That was an amazing swap.
Shout out to you, 2B squared. Dahaka goes back down. Zagara didn't push up, still clearing that out. Kael'thas getting at top. Diablo going ahead, staying in middle. And here you go. This is what you see. Space Pirates. They're just going to continue to push this bottom lane. I have not personally done this. I have seen this done. I actually saw it, I think, at a HGC game for the first time. I think they have to get a keep before 10 or get close. And then when they get 10, they get Medivac, Sanctification, and they just keep going in on keep when they're keeping core when their cooldowns are up. You see the Dahaka starting to kind of body the Zagara a little bit. Missed the tongue
One thing
there.
we do have to keep in mind, though, again, Zagara did go serrated spines again, so her damage is going to start to ramp up really quickly.
Let's take a look at those talents. We got Q build on Greymane. We have the Feast on Fear into Malevolence has been picked up. There's still probably be W build. Tissue regeneration, mana. Oh, it's not Mana Tide. I'm thinking Roll Tide. Mana Addict. We see a little bit of a team fight here going on in the Tyrande. Artanis getting stunned. Tyrael going into a wall. Oh my gosh, that grenade from the Lieutenant Morales caused the death there. That was pretty clutch. Stun going out on 2, not going to amount to much.
So we are seeing Revolt White starting to get some picks here, but I feel like they still need to find some way of catching up. They're starting to really fall behind in this XP game.
If they're doing Juice Pirates, it's not going to matter. Which is the most bizarre thing to say in Heroes of the Storm, that they literally do not care. If they execute this the way I've seen it done before, they will just continue to push that bot lane, and they will just fly into core repeatedly until it dies.
Also, one thing, on your stream right now, you forgot to put the names back up.
Oh, how'd that happen?
I have no idea. I've never seen that happen before.
Did I hit a button?
I think you may have hit a bad button. We
there
do
we
have Dahaka maybe getting killed here.
Oops, sorry, I was hitting buttons. The Hawk is getting out. I got him back up. All right, they did pick up Bruiser Camp. Now, this is... Oh, it'll still get mid for it. I don't know if they'll even go for this. You do see Revolt White getting their Siege Camp. Greymane's clearing Bruisers, or pushing in the Bruisers, rather. Zagara is going to stay up there. You do have Lightly Salted about to get 10. Greymane will definitely get them 10.
Now, this Greymane has to be careful. He's pushed up really, really aggressively right now. Artanis is now here.
And they're all there.
And he is dead.
That is a dead Greymane.
Beautiful rotate on the side of Revolt White.
Absolutely. So now they're going to push top. While they go ahead and get bottom for free. They do have 10, so this is actually... I mean, this is what you do when you don't have 10 and it's a big map. You just go get value on the other side. So it's a very good call from Revolt White. This will get them 10 for sure. And then this will get them the alts. And this will be the moment when we really realize whether or not they're doing Juice Pirates. You do see Tyrande go ahead and rotate to the boss, slightly salted. We do see
I actually like this boss call.
I agree. I'm with you 100%. Now you do see the Medivac. You do see Hyperion. You do see the Suppression Pulse, and this he will get Sanctuary or Sanctification 100%. They do get top, but they will trade boss for that. Maybe. He does have Medivac.
Are we going to see a base race here?
That is the point of this. It's gonna blow your mind when you see this, Pockets.
I've seen this done. The reason why I'm asking though is because there's going to be a boss push and bot. Are they going to? No, it looks like they're going to go back for the defense.
The question is do they all die for this? Because Juice Pirates regularly dies. There's a Sanctification. They're going in, prioritizing, hopefully getting out at this point, because they do have that boss pushing. You'll see the Tyrael. I would have preferred to see the Tyrael go do more keep damage, if in fact they're going Juice Pirates. Ooh, that Artanis gets jumped on. He did do a good peel for the Morales. We do have a dig on the Dahaka. This is actually really awesome that they're being this aggressive on here and chasing this out. There goes the Morales into a wall. Diablo did go Devastating Charge, which is always fun to see.
We're just going to have Lately Salted rotate and bot to make sure that they can get those bottom keep.
Very good call. Oh, into the wall! Great shield, not enough. From Diablo is going to walk around. This is definitely a dead keep. It's pretty. This keep is definitely going down, and if they're not careful, this might be game.
If 2B squared does fall here, they may be able to push in
one
for
more
this.
kill.
It looks like they're going to opt out, though.
That's probably the better call. We're getting pretty low, and Jimmy Rayner will do a significant amount of damage. This lane here is still super pushed out, which is super important for them.
Temples are about to come up. They're grabbing the siege. I like the siege call. They're going to try and keep these lanes pushed out, making sure that Zagara has to stay back on defense.
Yeah, this Zagara, thank God she had a Nidus there. She was gonna meet the wrong end of a Diablo on a wall. Nuck walking back. Tahaka taking care of the Nidus. Longer cooldown on Nidus these days. You see the Diablo rotating in on the Zagara. But Zagara will see it, obviously, because of the vision here. Greymane, her thing.
Oh, full team up top. They're going for it again.
It's Juice Pirates. Big kill. Big kill. You see Starfall coming out. Sank should go out soon. They do get the Sank. The whole goal is to get the keep. They literally do not care if they die. Does he get it? Oh, so
While
close.
I agree with you, that Sank I feel like was a little bit too soon. Our Sank didn't even go off.
Yep, still on cooldown. Maybe he got stunned. Maybe Diablo APOC'd him or put him into a wall. That Sank dropping is actually quite huge. Because they didn't get the keep there. Because now they're going to have to, when they do this again, and they will do it again, see Tyrael coming down to clear that up. They're going to have to land at that keep, make sure it goes down. Got Tehran in the middle. Go ahead and doing that. So this is a race. It's a race to see who can kill the core the fastest. They're probably not even going to go in on either of these temples. Cooldown on Medevac is up. Hyperion's not quite up. The Sanctification is, in fact. Here it goes. They're going to come right here. Back. Enemy calling Medevac dropship.
Are we going to see them commit on the offense, or are they going to go back?
No, they're...
I don't know if this is the right call.
I think they could have just won the game here. You got Jimmy right-click, Zagara. You got a Sank. This is going to be a base race.
A good old base race.
And this is going to be a Revolt White on Space... Maybe. Definitely.
Oh, the APOC. It may have bought them enough time.
Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, Space Pirates or Juice Pirates. I don't remember. Maybe it's Space Juice Pirates and everyone's having Tang. I don't know. But that is Juice Pirates. The cheese is real.
I wonder if as soon as if you were lightly salted in that situation, and as soon as you see the Medevac call, do you go back or do you immediately rush to core? I feel like you should have immediately rushed to core.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, Juice Pirates is one of those comps that you don't really practice against, so it's kind of hard to know. Just from an experience standpoint, to be honest, I don't know the right call. I've not personally played against Juice Pirates. I know every time I've seen Juice Pirates, the only times it loses is when they lose the early game so bad that they don't get a fort and some front wall damage and stuff on the keep. So and that's usually the only way that comp has been beaten that I've seen.
Yeah.
So let me reach out to Curly here, see if we want to bring him in for a interview. Hey, Curly. Congrats on the game. I'm going to leave that match summary up for just a second. Hey, want to do an interview? Pockets, let's go ahead and jump over to that Discord channel.
Lobby 1 again?
Yeah, we'll do Lobby 1.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Curly is down. We're in Lobby 1 in NGS Discord. Let's come back to us. I cannot wait to hear the excitement in this gentleman's voice when he comes in on. Hopefully he can correct me on what it's actually called, because I really don't remember. It's been that long. It's probably been 6 months since I've seen it.
It definitely has been a long time. But at the end of the day, that was a beautiful game.
That was a beautiful game. Curly.
What's up, man?
Tell us about that last game.
We had to throw up a Hail Mary, man. We're sick of losing games, and we haven't played in a week.
Sure.
With each other. our synergy's been off, and we just had to do something that would get our team synergy back on. And something I know it's kind of cheesy, but it's like we're so sick of losing, dude. I'm just like,
Sure.
we gotta get a W for morale purposes.
Sure. No, I totally understand.
So we did it. We were a little off on our coordination. Like I said, we haven't played in a week with each other, so it's our first game back together is an NGS game. So
ouch. Yeah. And summer
It is
sometimes
pretty
is tough.
bad.
Vacations and people got
Mhm.
jobs and things like that. So is it Juice Pirates, Space Pirates, or some blend? There's a name for that cheese. I can't remember
Juice
it.
Pirate.
Juice Pirates. So I was kind
It
of
is juice.
I
Okay.
changed back and forth between Space and Juice, and hopefully nobody gives me crap in the future. So who made that call? Like was it you as the captain be saying, "Hey, let's have a fun game and do something crazy," or?
Yeah, that's basically we got out of that game and we're like we just don't have any synergy. We're doing we're doing pretty shitty, and we're just like, all right, let's have fun. Let's just do something crazy. And I was like, what do you guys think about that Morales comp? And they're like, all right, Juice Pirates, all right, let's do it. So we went for it.
So now I know I'm gonna remember your name if I see you in Team League. We'll be aware if I see that Morales Rainer pickup.
Yeah,
That's
it's dirty, but it's not against the rules.
fair enough.
One thing I am curious about though, with you guys going that juice comp, and obviously you guys were thinking about it back in the lobby. Is there a reason that you guys chose to still go with the Zagara over Sylvanas? Was that just a comfort pick, or is that we did some research on you guys, and we know you guys love your Zagara.
Yeah, that's a comfort pick. We wanted the Asmo, that was
Right.
the pick. They banned it.
Right.
And so through the ban phase, we wanted to not give away that we were doing that. And
Right.
through the pick phase, we wanted to not give away that we were doing that. But also, people like Zeratul tend to shut that down with
Void Prison on the core.
Void Prison.
That's why.
Diablo was one we wanted to shut down, but it was between that. Falstead's Gust is the same thing. That's why we banned the Falstead.
Sky Temple's a good. Those are all solid bans. I mean, the only one that's kind of fishy is the Zeratul, and I don't really see that played all that much. That's a real hard character to pull off.
Yeah.
So
with the Zeratul ban, we were trying to make them think we were going for like Vikings type of pick. That was my mindset. But that's what I was thinking about the Zeratul ban. But
yeah,
they didn't fall for it.
You don't
what
see
we
it
wanted
done.
to do, we went into it. I went into it with the mindset of, look, we can play a normal game with this comp, but that option is still open to go core race a lot quicker than they can. And so we didn't fully commit for like the first half of the game. We weren't committing to anything. It was kind of, I don't know, kind of crazy. And then we had to just fully commit and do it, and we did it. And they made the right call to try and race us. They're just a little bit too slow to the punch.
Pockets and I were actually talking about whether or not it was the right call. I don't have enough experience to know the math on that. Part of me says that you have to go back because you're not going to outrace a Jimmy right click unless you guys were already on their core. So, so that first rotation that we were actually commenting, I'm like, that's a really, they didn't fight over the eye, which sometimes why we do it, who knows, but you went down and I was like, that's not normal. I wonder what that's about. It was when you really went in on that fort for that first time. I'm like, that's Juice Pirates. Wait for this.
So the other option you can do with that too is what you want to do. What I tried to reiterate, but we haven't had a lot of practice, is we can fake, because they see that the medevac's coming down, and we can fake where we're going. And usually that makes most people hearth, but they weren't really responding to it, and so we just decided to fully commit.
And just commit.
So you can fake a medevac and go to a boss or an opposite fort and get the XP back that we lost in the early game, stuff like that. But
and that comp traditionally is behind on levels when it wins. I mean, that's how it ends up, because it takes you a couple of deaths and ultimates to get to where you're going. I did want to ask you a question about that first game, and it was on Cursed Hollow, and that was your pick. So what was your strategy going into this game, and just kind of where did it start to fall apart, and where did just kind of what was your thoughts on that?
That was a miscommunication between our drafter and myself. I thought he said he wants a game with lots of macro option, and he said we want to game with team fights, and I thought he said to avoid team fights. And so it was just a miscommunication, and it was a bad map pick. And we generally do really good with the Zagara, but we haven't played in a while, and so we've been struggling a little bit on the synergy. But
I actually felt bad for you. I'm the tank for our team. We Pockets and I play Division B, and I play a lot of Murd, and my heart goes out to you because you had a Johanna and a Ural to keep off your back line, and that's not the easiest thing to do.
And it was a matter of whether or not we could commit to a fight, and lots of times we've been really hesitant about it, and so we would lose our Jaina really early, even though it was just getting frustrating for our DPS to try and get in there.
Yeah,
we couldn't, and so we lost a lot of our morale dropped a little bit, and we started losing fights, and it was just like, all right, we got to do something different.
Right, it's a very frustrating feeling in Heroes of the Storm when you can't step up. And like we looked at Jaina's stats, and she had kind of a higher death count, but it was like she couldn't step up. I mean, that Ural was just all over her all game.
Yeah, to even be in range to do anything,
she
could put her in a risky position, and so it was just
it's tough.
Caught between a rock and a hard place with that one. I don't even blame her at all. It's just, what do you do? They won the draft on that one for sure.
You take a break from Hero League for 20 minutes and come back. That's usually what you do after a game like that. Just saying, not that I know. So the Muradin player, you're the healer usually, correct? Or did you play?
Yeah.
And so Altanian is your Muradin in that game?
Yeah, and
Pockets, do you remember the moment? Pockets?
What one?
You remember they were top lane, Zagara was getting beat up real bad. We thought she was dead for sure.
My God.
Pockets, tell us about that moment.
Okay. this is how it went down on comms. Zag's about to die. I'm trying to, as a stew cop, to somehow catch us up in XP. Murden's like, no, I got this. I'm saving your ass. So he runs up there, saves Zagara. I didn't even see what happened other than what was said on comms. He's just like, oh, thank you, man, dude, I'm gonna suck your.
Whoa!
I didn't say it.
I appreciate you.
Streaming.
Twitch, I haven't been streaming very long, and I don't want to get taken down like day 2.
So he was just pleased.
It was a beautiful. When I go back and rewatch this, I'm definitely going to clip that moment out. So he eat over a wall. He jumped over a wall. I mean, literally, Zagara was like 2 basic attacks away from being dead. I thought she was just Dunsky. And I believe, in Pockets, correct me if I'm wrong, there was Varian and was it a Varian?
No, it was Ural and.
There was one other.
Who was the other DPS?
So anyway, he jumps up, and I believe he haymakers the one that was about to kill, and then I think the other one came in, and then Ural came back, but then Ural died to tower shots.
Yeah, Ural just got knocked over the wall. The DPS that was assisting the Ural.
Is that the one who died? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and watch that clip because I wasn't paying attention other than what was said on comms.
We were losing our minds over here. My last question, just kind of, again, Pocket said we're stats junkies, and we noticed that you guys play 33 heroes, and Lightly Salted only plays 19 heroes. Kind of what's going on there, and is the big hero pools, is that working out for you? Is that a struggle, or kind of what's your thoughts on that?
We're still trying to find our place. We've only been playing together for, I want to say, a month and a half, 2 months maybe.
Oh, wow. So you guys are brand new friends.
So we're brand new friends, brand new. We started out with 8 of us and we got down to 5 of us that actually consistently play. And it's just been a struggle to find that synergy. Right. A lot of us have pretty good hero pools, and so we have a lot of flexibility, but we also haven't. That's one of our struggles, I think, is that we haven't defined specific comps. We're running into a lot of teams that like to run 1 or 2 comps regardless of the map. and I feel like we have really good flexibility, but it does hurt us sometimes because we haven't found our place yet, I guess, as far as team comps go.
My heart goes out to you too. My team has the same struggles. We're still trying to figure out which one of us should play the solo lane. So
Yeah.
you know, I feel you. Pockets, do you have any questions?
Really, the only thing that I gotta say is the way that both of your teams were talking is great.
In lobby chat, yeah, that was hilarious.
That was a lot of love. You guys both
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed
Great
the game.
sportsmanship.
Yeah, it was really fun playing with him. I enjoy that a lot. We just came into the night after not playing for a while and said, we're just gonna have fun.
Well, you guys should be pretty proud.
If we lose, and let's kick some ass, and if we don't, then
with the Juice Pirates cheese, I mean, you went 1-1, and they have as many wins as you had losses going in. So you took a map off one of the top teams in your division. So,
yeah, it feels good.
I'd be super stoked with that 1-1 as if it were my team. So, Curly, I'm gonna let you get back to your team, and sounds like you guys got some catching up to do. And Pockets and I are gonna wrap up. And again, congrats on the 1-1. Strong.
Yeah, thanks for doing our game for us, man. That was fun.
My pleasure, cool. And I'll have the VODs up soon. So.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go watch that.
So, Pockets, what do you think?
I think that was a really good game to watch.
That was a fun game to watch. I'm actually glad that I got to watch Juice Pirates execution like all the way through, and from the draft it was neat.
That was poorly executed. The draft went really well, but we actually executed it pretty bad.
Well, you got the W.
It worked out, and we're glad for a W. So I don't.
Curly, real quick before you go, do you have any shout-outs?
As far as Twitch plugs or what?
No, just anybody you want to give a high five to, man. This is your moment for an internet high five.
I gotta give a high five to our shot caller and drafter, Oltanian. He's freaking awesome. We love playing with him. He's probably our best player. We're gonna see good things from him in the future, I think, man. He's young. He's really interested in the games. Got a lot of knowledge about it. I hope he goes pro. I don't think I'm that caliber, but I hope he goes pro. I think he could get there if he really wants it. So, good job, Holt. I know you came in this game pretty down and pretty depressed, but you got a W, man.
A W good. Off a top team.
Yeah.
So it's that's a good day. Yep. So Curly, again, congratulations on the 1-1, and I think that's gonna wrap us up. Pockets, you want to have any parting words for us?
Just when you need a morale boost, apparently go Lieutenant Morales. That seems to be the key to it all.
Juice Pirates for the win.
Mama Morales, that's what you need sometimes.
And on that wonderful quotable statement, we're gonna end the stream. Guys, have a good one. Pockets, I'll see you in Team League.
Party on.